two,
The Olympics this year are very exciting. I'd say my favorite sport has got to be hockey. I was just ecstatic when I heard Captain Sidney Crosby leading us to the road to gold.
The Winter Olympics this year were a huge deal for Canada.
You can say that again, Mikkel.
2,873 athletes attended the Olympics, and a total of 88 countries participated. With over 5 venues having to be made, the Olympics in Sochi this year cost around $50 billion.
That is a lot of money.
Now we go live to Emma Robertson at Iceberg Skating Palace with Canadian silver medalist Kevin Reynolds.
one.
Thanks, Raquel. I'm Emma Robertson here at the Iceberg Skating Palace. I'm here with Kevin Reynolds, who has just substituted in for 3-time world champion Patrick Chan. Kevin Reynolds just ensured Canada's figure skating team second place for the team event. So Kevin, how did it feel when you landed all the quads?
Well, naturally, the quad is a very risky jump. Normally, I hit 2 of the 3. It depends on the condition and how comfortable I'm feeling that day.
I'm sure everyone's excited to see that. Did you feel any pressure when you were warming up?
Well, I was a little nervous because Canada was counting on me since Patrick and I switched. It was also very nerve-wracking warming up with Evgeny Plashenko. He's just so talented and amazing. So, I guess you could say I felt a little pressured. But once I started my program, I was into it and I was so focused I forgot that anybody was watching me.
Speaking of Evgeny Plashenko, how did it feel competing with him?
It was amazing! I love the fact that I lost to him. He's my figure skating hero. It was an honor just to be near him. He is so talented and it was so cool competing against him.
Two,
What goes through your head when you fall or stumble?
You need to forget that you fell and continue on with your program with a smile or whatever expression you're supposed to have on your face and think to yourself, get up and finish because you still have a chance.
two,
Thanks, Kevin, for your time. You had an amazing program, and Canada thanks you for ensuring our second place position in the team event for figure skating. Back to you and Nudge and Raquel in the studio.
Thanks, Emma. Figure skating is a very professional, technical, and artistic sport, willing a lot of balance, strength, and agility. Congratulations, Canada, for the silver medal, thanks to figure skating superstar Kevin Reynolds.
Iceberg Skating Palace was deemed the official figure skating and short track rink for the Sochi Olympics. It cost $43.9 million just to construct and took 15,000 tons of steel just to put together the entire building. That is amazing.
You know what else is amazing, Nudge? The Canadian hockey teams. Both winning gold for Canada is such a heartwarming feeling for all Canadians.
I know what you mean, Raquel. Did you see the women's hockey team? They went right up to the last minute and got into overtime and finished the game, then making the last shot just to get that gold medal.
Speaking of hockey, now we go to Noah Sefton at the Bolshoi Ice Rink.
2, 1.
Yes, thanks for calling, Nudge. Hi, I'm here with the second-time winning gold medalist, Sidney Crosby.
1.
So, Sidney, how does it feel to win the gold medal?
It feels awesome, you know. I'm very proud of myself and of my...
1.
Are you proud of your team?
Yes, of course. I'm very proud of how we all played together, and the whole team played very, very well in the game.
Does it feel good to win the gold medal in a different country?
Feels good because you get to show off how good we are to the other teams. I know everyone in Canada will be rubbing it into the other countries as well.
How do you think people will react when you get home?
People will be very proud and glad that we are home and won us the gold medal.
Do you think you will be captain of the team again?
I don't know. There are a lot of other players that deserve that spot, but that have more experience than I do. But I've experienced it twice, and other players on the team should deserve it more than me.
You're on the team again. Do you think you and Team Canada will win the gold medal again?
I don't really know. There are a lot of other countries that are really good, but the competition will be really tight.
What does being captain mean to you?
It means a lot. My country has picked me again, and that they trust me to lead our country to win the gold medal in the Olympics.
1.
Are you proud to be Canadian?
Yes, I am. I love hockey, and that is our sport. So we have pride for Canada, and I'm very proud to be Canadian.
Where do you want to see the 2018 Winter Olympics?
I would like to see them in Halifax, Canada, because that's where I grew up in, and I would be very happy that I could play hockey in my hometown.
Thanks, Sidney, for letting me interview you. Now back to you and Nudge and Raquel.
two, one.
Always great to hear from you, Noah. Sidney Crosby sure knows what he's talking about.
Anyways, let's move away from the rinks and run to the slopes. Bobsledding.
Bobsledding is a pretty cool sport. different from all the rest.
Next, we have Jessica Baker giving us a background of bobsledding.
That was really interesting, Jessica. Russia's been starting to pick up their game this year at the Olympics.
Considering the first and second place win in the slopestyle event, they just can't take bronze away from us.
Coming up next, we have Anthony Chung interviewing bronze medal Canadian snowboarder Mark McMorris.
Stay tuned on Channel 6 News.
Olympics at 6.
3, 2,
Yes, thanks so much, Raquel and Anuj. Good afternoon. My name is Anthony Chung here with Mark McMorris in Sochi. He has just finished his second run in the men's snowboarding freestyle. McMorris was born on December 9, 1993. He is currently 20 years old, and he first started snowboarding when he was 13. What made him so famous was when he performed the backside triple 1440 and had won back-to-back gold medals in the 2013 and 2012 Winter X Games slopestyle event. He has just received bronze at Sochi, and here he is live on Channel 6 News. How do you think your parents will react once you get home?
I think my family will be extremely proud of me. I think I should have done a little better, but bronze is my opinion. It's still very good.
So Mark, how do you feel right now at this moment?
I feel great, dude. I've done my job for Canada, and I'm overjoyed with my score. You know, I planned on which jumps to do during my run. Luckily, on my second run, I knew I had a chance in the podium. I just knew I had to win a medal no matter what.
How did it feel competing with a broken rib?
It didn't hurt that much, but during my run, it did hurt when I landed my jumps. When I came down, it felt like a normal run, which felt easy to me. It definitely felt great when I came to the bottom of the hill. Everyone was cheering for me, and there was a lot of people there too. My only concern was that I was a bit scared from falling, but overall, I was very successful. My rib is getting better every day, but before the Olympics started, I had a lot of therapy. I had to stay in the hospital every day and take a lot of antibiotics. It was insane, horrifying at the same time.
2, 1.
Did you think you would get the spot on the podium after falling on your first run?
I really thought I wouldn't make it, surprisingly. But I landed on my second run, and there you go, I get the bronze. I stood on the podium for Canada. I was, of course, under pressure during my first medal win. I faced my challenge and went through all the tough problems to reach my goal as an Olympian.
2, 1.
What was your biggest challenge?
My biggest challenge when I was to land every jump perfectly without crashing, to do my best in every trick. As you know, Sean White is also very talented in competition in the slopestyle event for the United States. Sadly, he didn't receive a spot on the podium, but he was always been my role model in snowboarding.
When you broke your rib in the X Games, did you think your Olympic hopes and dreams would be over?
It was crazy, dude. The day I broke my rib, I couldn't even move. I quickly got brought to Australia and started doing rehab right away. Whenever I sneezed, it hurt so much I cried. I felt like a stiff when I was walking around. Days had passed and Olympics were coming closer and closer. I had to train in the gym, practice doing tricks, and get enough sleep, of course, to complete in the Olympics. When I flew to Sochi, I was a bit anxious after falling on my first run. I thought everything was over. On my second run, I made every jump perfectly, and I didn't fall at all. I thought to myself that maybe I might have a chance on that podium. When the final decision was made by the judges, I was relieved and shocked. I checked my score, and my heart skipped a beat for a second. I received the bronze medal.
Do you have anything to say to Canada?
Thank you, Canada, for all your support and encouragement given to all Canadian athletes. I hope you enjoy the rest of the games at the 2014 Sochi Winter Olympics. Goodbye, Canada, and live your life to the fullest.
Thank you, Mark McMorris, for your time, and congratulations on your bronze medal. 3-time world champion in the X Games, Mark McMorris receives Canada's first bronze medal in Sochi. Back to you, Anuj and Raquel, in the studio.
Let's hear from you, Anthony. And that concludes our broadcast.
I'm Raquel Medeiros.
And I'm Anuj Nagarajan, and you're watching
Channel 6 News.